You're fucking actually doing it, aren't you?
Yes.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I always body mimic the person I'm role playing as.
That's so good. He lets out another and just tap 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 with 2 fingers over her ear.
Okay, so because like it's actually rather weird. She either is experienced enough or at least wise enough to like tabulate how long it would take to get somewhere, the supplies that it would take, the cost it would take, transportation costs potentially, weather patterns across different regions. She just begins muttering to herself all these relatively nuanced things, like, and she's just like, oh, it takes so long to get there. I don't have enough money. She gets like a bullet into her heart. Wait. She undoes one of her hands from underneath her chin and puts it on the bar counter. Her left hand is still cradling her cheek, or her chin. And she begins turning slowly with this widening smile at you. Unless... where are you going?
You don't have any money
I have enough for a room.
in my tab.
Yeah. But not enough to travel fucking hundreds of miles.
Ain't nothing to it. You just gotta walk.
What about food?
Live off the land.
How do you do that?
Oh god.
Oh boy.
She's definitely a girl that buys her rations as opposed to forages for them.
As smug as this character can get, he says, well, if you had a gun, you could go hunting.
You had a... Can I just like throw my sword or something?
You could. You'd probably miss. Maybe lose a sword.
Shit, you're right.
Usually I am.
I'm pretty fast. I think I can outrun a deer.
Think all you want. Don't make you faster.
Do you think so? Wait, is that a training method? Chasing down deer and stabbing them? She's like, wait,
Look.
hold on.
How about you do what everyone with a sword does when they have to get someplace with no money? See if a caravan's heading out that way. Sign on as caravan guard. Maybe you'll find your rival among them.
You just said the fucking... You just given her the fucking keys to the kingdom, golden ticket to fucking Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Her eyes begin widening and this glow begins growing. Oh my god, you're right. That would be the perfect spot for it. And they'd be traveling too.
You're welcome.
You want to travel with me?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But you're so smart.
Interest no.
You can teach me. I can teach you stuff.
What could you possibly teach me?
How to do a deep rinse in a bath?
How to what?
How to do a deep rinse in a bath? Your skin looks fucked up.
Damn. I love this character. Recruiter. On this.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
It looks fucked up.
Alexander looks at his hands and he's like, oh no, the disguise is too good. She doesn't know I exfoliate. Skin's as fucked up as your mind, girl. Answer is no.
Please. Please, 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 please.
I'll travel alone, alright?
I'll owe you a favor.
I'd say you already do.
I'll owe you 2 favors, and we can split the profit 50-50.
Profit.
And any magic items we get are yours, unless they're swords. And then there might be 50-50, if you keep it or not. Please. Please, 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 please.
Alright, fine.
Yes! Yes! So where are we going? Oh wait, no, Burfidir. Burfidir. She's like tapping the fucking bar counter like tippy-tappy dog style. Burfidir. That's where we're going. Oh shit, we need money. Suddenly becomes a we problem. Big grade.
You said you have enough for a room tonight.
Yeah, and probably a few more days. If you need time.
I got a room elsewhere. Look, how about
Okay.
this? What few days you
I
have
thought you said. Wait, I thought you said you didn't have a room.
not here. I'd say I didn't have a home.
Aw, your home's right here, and she points at your gun.
You can say that again. Look, you go ahead. Spend the next few days finding a caravan to sign on to.
Right.
You come find me. I'll be here.
You'll be here, or you're like, wait, hold on. I thought you weren't staying here.
Not staying here. I'm staying elsewhere, but the drinks there suck. Too expensive.
Oh. She leans further down on, like, putting more of her weight on the bar, looking past you towards Armin's direction. She gets a smirk and leans in suddenly, like she shoots forward to your ear. He's blushing. You don't did you check?
I said I.
Over your perception. You ain't get one on Armin, bitch! You ain't get one on him!
Oh, am I not? But that sounds like it's sight-based!
Goddamn.
Burgeoning perception.
Double what he got. he turns away, but he has such a pale complexion, it's really obvious.
Aw. He turns away, but I can still see his ears are red as hell.
Yeah. I think he likes you. I like you too. Okay. I'll go find the caravan and I'll meet you here.
You do that.
Yes. I can't wait. Oh, actually, she like looks around, like someone's about to tell a racist joke, and then she gets in close to you. This one's not as insanely sudden like all the other times. This one actually has some act to it, and she whispers to your ear, "How do you feel about dwarves?"
Insight check. How does she feel about dwarves?
Roll inside.
Nope.
She's probably fine with them.
Alright, fine. Luck as well as most people.
Okay, so like you're okay to getting to the Heartlands through the Margin Talon Pass and stuff like that? Like
What's the...
yeah, so okay, yeah, so this I'll give you oh no, I clicked out of the That's fine. Yeah, so there is a singular pass through the Margin Talon, which is the southern mountain range, which is the differentiate or the break, I guess you call it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's a really large pass. No, so this is a valley between the two mountain ranges. No,
Mhm.
So there's actually a pass which goes through here, if I remember correctly. Here, that's actually one of the only places where you guys could cut through the mountain. It is heavily tariffed and taxed, but as guards, you wouldn't really be paying shit because you're not trading goods. You probably would get checked on like in case you're smuggling shit. But yeah, so that's actually one of the differences between this mountain's doors and this mountain's doors is this one's a lot less xenophobic. So
okay,
as
good.
well as
Yeah.
it's a bit more of a direct route. A bit more.
It is more of a direct route, but again, like it's tariffed and stuff like that. So for traders, not many of them use it unless they're affluent or wealthy enough to just eat the cost. Right? It's like, okay, you got to pay 20 cents per good, and it's like, okay, I have 20 tons of stuff here, so like 20 cents on 20 tons, it's worth the time I'm saving. Right? So it depends on the type of merchant. But guards more or less don't really get hassled as long as you don't try to go underground or whatever, which would be just suicide. So yeah, that's why she's asking. She's like, "Do you want to go through there? Do you mind?" It's definitely faster, in some regard.
Don't mind one bit. Less walking I do, less boot leather I wear through.
She looks down at her boots. Oh yeah, they're really worn out. Do you want me to fix them when we're on the road later?
He looks down at his boots and looks up, somewhat offended. This is my favorite pair.
They can stay your favorite pair. I'll just fix them up.
You resole a boot.
Maybe once we get on the road.
Okay.
Man, I feel bad about lying to this kid. I mean, she's not a kid, but you know what I mean.
Kid, yeah, I was like, I'll just give her a range. I'll just say she's 26 because I think that's in the mid range of mid. Actually, what 27? We'll say 27, mid of high and mid.
You should make this one of your future characters' backstory.
Yeah, maybe you guys want. I mean, you guys are free to take her along. She's a bit of a psychopath, but I don't really know how that would play into everything.
Over already.
Kind of. She is absolutely chaotic neutral. Not gonna lie. She doesn't. She's not really good, but she's not evil either, and she definitely is chaotic.
I think Oriana
Like
would
she's blow
respect
her
the
mind
hustle.
with some Dreaming City lore.
Oh
Literally.
god.
You just look her dead in the eyes. So you know about the Nightmare Imperium? Her head just explodes.
No, most people they didn't kill them. So like, if you guys went to a group of bandits and said Nightmare Imperium, they wouldn't like die on the spot. It's more over that like they probably like shunt the knowledge, the perception of it. They might
like
be
if they
like,
ever think back on that memory, you just see some random guy screaming and be like,
yeah, like some of them might get nosebleeds and stuff like that, but since they don't have as much to repress, like say I don't know, Varric, less damage. So it depends.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys scope out the place. You've met.
"Crazy girl."
Psychopath.
you met Altani. What a lovely girl she is, I guess. Totally fucking
I
crazy.
like her.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's
And
fun.
I betrayed her trust.
I
You
don't know-
betrayed her trust immediately. There's no trust ever formally established. You didn't even know your identity.
Look, after our talk
Everything
with
about
Chaplain
you is a
Bellamy,
lie.
Alexander just walks up and is like, I have something to tell you. And then he changes into his outfit.
Yeah, so is there anything else that you're going to try to do while you're here? I guess Altani could tell you stuff as well. I will say, and this is something out of game, and I think Alexander would be fair to know this, be careful around Altani tomorrow when you're meeting with Chaplain Bellamy. She is surprisingly keen for how crazy she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary about her.
She walked within like minutes of him sitting down and grabbing a drink. She walked up to him and then pointed out two of the people that he's here with.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah, maybe a bit concerning.
So, definitely gonna mention her to the others. And also, Crash, I hate to do this.
What's up, bud?
Could you make Alessandra's token multi-sided?
Yeah, sure.
For access.
Okay.
You
I'll
actually
do it-
asked
I'll-
for was like the worst thing ever.
I'll do it after. I'll do it after Sash. Just remind me, I guess. It wouldn't be that
Yeah,
hard.
Because I think Coulter's gonna be a recurring character.
I'm happy to hear that because the art looks fucking sick, dude. Like honestly, it looks fucking
It
sick.
does. Yeah.
It's a Smite concept art,
Oh, that explains it then.
like fan made.
Who's it meant to be? Doc Holliday?
No, Hachiman. Is one of the Japanese gods. Someone wanted to do like a sort of
A Western.
High Noon League of Legends-esque skin form.
Okay. Okay,
Pretty
that's
cool.
cool. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Yeah, so I'll do it after Sash. But yeah, is there anything else you want to do here, or are you and Varric and I would say Varric and Tolas aren't like just grimacing at the conversation you're having with Altani, although she's definitely far from quiet, so probably half the fucking room hears her. If only half the room, maybe more. But yeah, Varric and Tolas are doing their own investigation. They're just sort of they're definitely on the more memorization sense of like, hey, this is what the bar looks like. They're Varric in specific, this is out of game, I guess, a bit more so, but you guys could coordinate this on the way in. He's going to try to memorize certain things, certain, I guess the stock, to see if anything gets added or taken away, which is usually, if something big gets added to the stock, it might be poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like that. He also, as he walks, because he does go to the bar every now and again, he takes a different path. And you could tell he's sort of trying to feel out the hollow spaces in the floor to see how far it goes. He even goes so far as to drunkenly and how to say proposition the minstrel for a date. And he takes like the whole mid path here. She totally shoots him down, by the way, but that's okay. He was acting
Yeah,
normal
like
the
he
whole time.
walks like over there and then across.
No, so like for here, he walks to the bar, like, oh yeah, let me go get a drink. Oh, let me go back. Here, he's just like da 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 da. Or it's just like, oh, whoa, let me stumble here. Oh shit, let me drunkenly walk here. It's rather interesting. He doesn't have the same psychopathic energy as say Scavola, but he definitely he's definitely aware of like the stuff he's doing. And apparently he's also able to put away drinks, because he does keep drinking throughout the night.
He just like a secret pouch in his mouth.
So yeah, he's like a dragon with like a goal in the
Exactly.
One thing I do want to do is I want to scout the top floor out real quick, but I'm not sure what excuse I can do to give to do that. Does this strike me as the kind of place that would have a bathroom?
Yeah, there is a bathroom. I guess it's not depicted on this map, so yeah, it probably would be on the second floor. Or just go outside, lol.
Would you look at that?
This is the Hunter's Burrow, so this definitely would be the place for it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Coulter will ask Armand. You got a shitter?
What was that?
You got a shitter?
A
Bathroom,
shitter.
WC, loo,
Oh,
spotter pod.
got a
Sure,
big
like-
vocabulary, don't you? Probably from he reaches under the counter for something. All the traveling you do. He puts the key on the bar counter.
He pulls out a fucking sawed off. No,
Go up the stairs. It's the doors on the first left and first right. Ladies on the left, boys on the right.
I'll remember that. Count on it. Ting, ting, ting.
Gonna write that down in my
ting.
notes real quick.
She takes her seat. Armin, did you hear he's traveling with me?
Ting, 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 ting.
yeah. So you go upstairs.
Yep.
You go upstairs. You go. Yeah. So the place is pretty. I don't have a second floor for this map, unfortunately, but it basically goes. It basically just makes a cross.
Mhm.
Right, with rooms occupying to this area and this area, and then the inverse on the opposite sides. There's an open hall that leads to that balcony space I was telling you about over here.
Mhm.
And then the bathrooms basically are formed like here. Yeah, there you go.
I think
And there's some
You're-
other rooms over here as well. Probably like storage rooms or something.
he'll remove his spurs for this, but just taking a walk around the block.
Fuck yeah.
Basically
Roll yourself.
make a figure 8 here. Just trying to hear stealth.
Not bad.
How I guess occupied the second floor is in terms of rooms.
Okay, if that's the case, then make me a perception check. Obviously, this would be auditory based. Okay, we will have a 21 twice. Yeah, you're pretty stealthy, and again, it's not anyone's pursuing you out here. There are some times where doors open, and then you just sort of like pretend to drunkenly stumble, like oh god, where's my keys, man? Where's my keys and stuff like that. But no one ever really.
Touch me.
It's like old, or not old, but it's like a middle-aged lady is just like, what are you doing? Don't touch me. Okay, moving. I would say like you could tell from like I want to say mud and stuff like that, because there's not mud up here, but from like the dirt, the road dirt and stuff like that, marks and tracks and stuff like that, this definitely is a hunter's burrow establishment. Like there's a lot of outdoorsy people that probably stay here. There's probably a bajillion different ways you could think of, like hunters that don't have a place to stay here in the city, so they just stay here when they're not on the hunt, and traders, fur traders and stuff like that. It works. Actually, going through the place, you get a semi-sense of like which rooms are occupied in totality because there'll be lights on. But then when you try to get like which ones don't have lights on, maybe they're just not there. Which is neither here nor there, considering how late it is. But yeah, you gotta reckon maybe about like 70% of the building's occupied.
Okay.
Definitely, probably are a couple more rooms here, but not that many. Yeah.
Chaplain Bellamy could be in any one of those rooms.
In there, yes. Yeah, that sounds like sick.
All right. Then Coulter will use the bathroom and go downstairs.
Yeah, you go back downstairs. Altani totally stole your seat.
He says as he spots that he actually does not give a shit because he's going to be leaving in a second.
As you pass by this individual here, he does regard you. Like he does look out of the corner of his eye at you. It's quite clear he's assessing you, he's examining you, but he didn't say anything.
Well, as I'm walking past, I'm assessing him too. So how does he feel?
Everyone's it. Or perception, your choice. They both are good at different things.
Can I roll both?
Yeah, I don't know why I bother saying that. Yeah, we're both. All right. Well, insight is gonna be a mystery. Better on perception. Yeah, it's hard to tell. This guy seems so blasé about everything. It's hard to tell his state of mind. 18 though. DC's lower on the perception, which I guess makes sense. He is dressed in traveler's garb. You can tell underneath his long, I guess you call it a trench coat, riding coat, and stuff like that. He does have a number of like toxins and potions and other. You can see like there's some glint of other objects, potentially magic items or other gizmos. He does carry a gun on his side, and he carries a twin set of blades on his other side. Not like twin blades like Isadora's, but like two blades there.
2 blades, huh? Those are kind of like swords.
Yeah. They are
Alright,
indeed
there's
swords.
As he walks over here, he'll fucking notice that his seat's been taken. Sit down here.
Welcome back.
He puts the key on the bar and tries to conspiratorially thumb over to the Silverblood and say, "My fellow over there's got swords."
I already tried asking him.
Ah, shit.
Sorry.
That's
He's
all right.
like, I low-key think he's suicidal.
Why?
Because it looks like he's giving up on life. And he doesn't even touch his food or his drink. She says this out loud, so by the way, he can totally hear it. But I guess the weird or peculiar thing is he doesn't really react to it.
She says that super loud, like definitely loud enough for him to hear. Then Coulter just like straight up looks in that direction.
Maybe he's... Did you see his gun?
Yeah.
Maybe he's your rival.
Nope.
Are you sure? She looks like your gun. Did your gun have any cool insignias on it?
Nope.
His does. Maybe put an insignia on your gun? You guys could be rivals. That's not how it works, but okay.
Not really how that works, but okay.
Yeah, damn it.
He's just saying what the voice in his head says.
Okay.
It's one.
Schizophrenic, you have a gun.
He's a little too suicidal to be my rival. Well, actually, maybe he is my rival.
No. Coulter, are you suicidal?
No, but I imagine most people that pick a fight with me need to be.
Oh, yeah. She punches you in the arm? It hurts! Like, normally you say ow, like, as a bit. No, this fucking hurts, dude!
What a woman.
Oh, she punches you? Armin's he like stands upright. He's like turned away, bent over, like doing something, and then he stands upright, turns around. I heard someone take a beating. Sorry.
It wouldn't have beaten. It was just a punch. He's rubbing his arm, and I could take it.
Sorry. She's like rubbing your arm. She's low key making.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Please keep traveling with me, please. I promise I won't ever do it again unless I forget.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I'm out of here.
Okay. Are you mad at me? Don't be mad at me, please. Please.
More than I already was.
I'll take that as a win.
Take it however you want. Just pay my tab.
Yeah, sure. She puts a platinum on the table or the counter.
What the?
I heard platinum. No, it's like you turn, like you're just like, what? Armin's already there. He's like, I heard a plat.
You may have found your rival, but I believe I found my kindred spirit.
Yep. Can you pay our tabs, please? Close it out for. Actually, don't close mine. Actually, I'll be here tomorrow. I know.
Thought you said you didn't have no money.
I don't.
How much you got?
She opens up her coin pouch and she pours out like a random assortment of electrum, coppers, a decent amount of silver, some gold, and a fistful of platinum. It is the most fucking crackhead coin purse you've probably seen in a while.
She's got Electrum, of course it is. That's the most crackhead coin purse I, as a player, have seen.
Just fucking grab the platinum and fucking run. Book it.
Yeah, it's the weirdest fucking coin purse you've seen then. Yeah, because Electrum's a bank's currency, so you're just like, why the fuck do you have Electrum? This much.
You know, Alexander's lawful neutral. Nah, I wouldn't be able to justify that. It's not his character. I think seeing that, Coulter just like, I was giving her like advice to get to Burfadir on a budget. This bitch don't need a budget. What the hell? She's fine.
No, she actually does need a budget specifically. She just has too much money.
you're not. If you were more bandit, like I would have you make a roll right now.
I'm a method actor.
I'll
I've dealt
give
with
you.
a lot of bandits in my time.
Yeah, I'll give you this roll, partially because of that, but also partially because of the Colonel,
Ooh, okay.
who definitely is on the less savory side of the silver web. So not silver, but silver sworn business. So make me a This is not a sight based perception, but make a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, no, it might be sight based. So
Roll again.
yeah, roll again. Yeah, fuck it. 25. Yeah, some of these have flecks of dried blood on them. Some of these still have the scent of dried blood. You're not sure if Altani's a good person. You're not sure if she is or isn't a bandit or just kills bandits, which is why she has a weird assortment of coin. You don't know. You don't know. That being said, if she is a solo operating bandit, she's not a bandit at that point. She's a fucking murderer. She's just a serial killer.
Murder hobo.
No, that's a free murders.
She fucking pours all this shit out, and Alexander behind his mask is just like fucking this. Right, well, I'll see you around, Altani.
Gotta hit the old dusty trail.
Gotta hit the old dusty trail.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Maybe I'm pretty sure I'll find a job that fast.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Just let me know when you do.
Okay, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Lady's like, yep, go.
God, he's so uncomfortable.
I think I found a new archetype of character to play, psychopath.
Please.
Brazen psychopath.
Shit.
The levity is something, that's for sure.
There's a whole lot of fucking
So
crazy.
yeah, so yeah, you end up going back, and eventually you regroup with Tolis and Varric. Yeah. That's crazy.
How much of that did you hear? I mean, how much of that did you hear?
I heard all of it. That was, thank the gods she didn't spot me with my blade.
Well, she almost did. Or she did, but
Right.
good thing you picked a Slayer as your disguise.
I appreciate it. Maybe next time I'll go a bit more. He thinks about it? No. Disguise. Disguise
I
are one
found,
thing.
I think I found McCollin.
Oh my god. Wait, our
Make
plan to just...
Jericho one of your alter egos.
No, Jericho has like the capability and moments of seriousness and insight and intensity. Altani's fucking insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, you regroup with Varric and Tolis, and you guys end up going back to the establishment, the guard quarters, Lord Train's guard quarters, and all that good stuff. That's beyond billion. Boop.
The
and
establishment, the only one.
L establishment. And to those of you that are still awake by this point, because it's probably like 11 o'clock right now, Tolis looks like aghast. Like, what the fuck was that?
What in the goddamn?
Yeah, so while they were doing that, what are you guys doing, if anything?
Oh yeah. Yes, the Oriana wants to talk to school. But Garth had one thing.
Yep.
This might be a divine. Oh wait, you made a whole chart. You made a chart and everything. To this for the birthday table favors of like, oh,
Yeah.
who can it affect? Nice.
Yeah, he
good
did.
job.
It's real
Oh,
nice.
you
I told you I codified it.
I knew that you said you would. I just didn't know when you were going to do it.
Did it earlier this week, I think.
Nice. What's the one I'm looking for? Divine inspiration.
Oh baby. Alright.
Yeah.
What do you got?
What with current access of like people, what do you think would be the best approach to talking to Scavola about what Oriana just learned? Like, would it be better if Oriana just talked to her, or would it be better if she told everyone like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to her, if you want you can join in, or search out specific people, like I want you there? I kind of been going back and forth on debate, and I'm just like, well, we have these things for a reason.
Right.
It feels like a decent impact point.
So I don't have a set answer for that, but I'll walk you through some Scavola mindset. So obviously she holds different party members of yours in different regards. She thinks some of them are fucking idiots, whereas some of them have barely managed to earn some form of respect from her.
This,
right? And that's sort of the dance of Scavola that you're sort of doing right now, of like, if you bring in the more clinical members of your group, that's great, but it's just sort of reinforcing the Scavola that you know, as opposed to Scavola that's going to be.
Right.
So if you want to bring someone that's a bit more on the less clinical, the merciful, if you want to call it that side, they probably should be good at backing their point of view, not crumple and fold against Scavola's stronger point of, not point of view, but confidence behind her point of view.
So bring Tolis.
Tolis, yeah, that would be pretty bad. Pretty bad. Blair probably is a bit too. Blair's definitely too vulnerable right now.
Yeah. I don't know if her interaction with Scavola would be like a good thing, like, period? At least not right now.
Yeah, like, it depends, again, it depends on what you're doing. Anushka probably would have been a really good pick, because she is sort of, and here's the thing, we don't need to have this conversation today. Like, I'm well aware it's already like an hour past, but I just want to make sure, if there's anything I can do for you guys today, I do for you guys today. Anushka probably would have been good. Silass, if Silass can maintain, would be good, but the thing is, you're not, like, that's up to your interpretation of whether Silass will hold or crumple. Sajar is a bit of a mystery at current, given his conflicted mindset. Alessander isn't a man of peace. That's been proven from the Shubin incident. So, if you bring him in, that'll be good on the side of, the clinical Scavola. But if that's
more
not
peaceful than death.
You know what? That's a good fucker. I should have listened to him. Honestly, that was on me.
Necromancers would be like, well, hold on now. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
She doesn't want like the clinical cold, like it's
Definitely not Zal. Deet's off the table. Marika it might be decent. Kasai isn't a person of peace in the sense, or not. I'd say she's not a person of like clinicality, but she is a person of peace. But she's definitely a person that was willing to go to war for peace.
Right. I think she'd be like a good like neutral ground like delineator, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And
squeaking.
Delvit, no. Tolis, no. Vasa, maybe. Vasa
would be interesting.
It's rather weird because Vasa would sort of be on both sides simultaneously because of just his nature.
Right.
So it's up to you. Anushka would be good on the sense of like she's like a resultant, like she's like precedent set, right? Because obviously, Scavola did not think highly of Anushka before.
Yeah, she was a means to an ends for like some part of her mission.
Yeah, they talked a lot of shit on Anushka,
Yeah.
which is very funny. But you would have her there as like proof of your mindset. So
Because I wanted to do this today.
yeah, we can do it today. I'm not saying you have to bring in a new show. Like that's not what the divine.
If you want some time to
say.
think, Garth, I have something I want to talk to Delvit about.
Delvit. Really?
Yeah.
Delvit.
Sure, go for it, because I'd be interested in this.
So yeah, Sajar, you eventually come down from
Also, I
Isidora's room
stole.
then, and Delvit is sat at the dinner table. Well, there's no dinner there anymore, but he sat at the table and he's tinkering with his gun. He hasn't had the materials. He hasn't had the chance to go get materials for his new kit, but there's definitely a bit of ennui set there. A bit of
Yeah.
lament.
As I'm approaching, before he realizes I'm there, can I get a look, like a read on him? How's he doing?
Roll me yourself, roll me your insight.
Oh, I'm so great at this.
I believe.
+0, let's go.
Oh no! I'm sorry to say,
Magical
my friend,
guidance.
understandable. You can't
We're
get any worse.
inside, and yet somehow you step on a twig.
It's
Alright.
one of
Hey, that's
what's
also
her
Lean
face's
just pops
leaves
in,
that
yeah.
falls.
That's 1,300% better.
Yeah.
And you get
then there's
guidance.
insight.
And insight, correct.
Insight. 21.
Way better, huh? Yeah, so you actually managed to close the distance. Actually, let me double check Delvit's passive perception. I don't think it's 6. Let me see. Delvit. 14. Yeah, so you actually managed to get basically right up to him before he realized you're there. He very sort of notices the shadow that you're casting over his broken down gun versus like him hearing you approach. Which, there's a lot of people down here, so maybe you just might mistake your movement for another person's. But at 24 insight, he's God. This is the context I could give to Alec and Garp. I don't know if I can give it to you, unfortunately. Maybe I can. I don't know. He's sort of in like a process. Like he's like on autopilot. Like he's definitely thinking on stuff. He's trying not to think about stuff, but he still ends up thinking on stuff. And he's just doing all this gun thing as the equivalencies of some form of meditation.
Going through the motions. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and you can see that Vaso and Marika and them are concerned about him, but it's like a point of like, how much can we bring up, right? So they don't ever actually talk to him about it.
But I'd say that because it seems so obvious to me, but I don't know if it's obvious to Sajar. He's clearly in a lot of pain. Emotionally speaking, not physically.
You did pretty good on the insight. It's less that he's in pain, even emotional, right? Because like Delvit has sort of thrown in with you guys. He's like, listen, for a life of freedom and adventure, I'm ready to I'll die for it, like straight up. But whatever he was told cruelly has robbed him of that notion of freedom, of adventuring and all that.
Okay.
So it's not even like a matter of pain. It's just a matter of like being told you can't do something and you know when the deadline's hitting. So it's just a matter of when will it happen. Like, what can I do before that?
I think I understand. This actually fits with what I was going to talk to him about. So.
Oh, I guess it's a more kin, not fully, but a bit more akin to existentialism. That's what he's going through. Existential dread.
Oh god, poor
Okay.
guy.
I can.
Yeah,
work
it's
with
not fun.
His
Don't
head.
think on it. Just listen to my words and play the D&D.
that.
Yeah,
I
so
guess
you
I'll
you going up.
Pull out a chair and sit down at the table across from him.
You pull up a chair and like the wood scraping against the wood. It's lacquered wood. Don't worry. Oh, sorry, Sir. I didn't notice you were there.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you all right?
I'm okay. He lied as he breathed. You don't need to make an inside roll on that shit. Yeah, he's trying to keep face up, eyes up,
No.
chin up.
I'm not really a techie the way yourself, Alessander and Anushka. I see you tinker every so often. What are you doing maintenance? What's this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. There are parts of the gun. I know we don't actually shoot gunpowder and stuff, me and Alexander, but certain parts of the metal need oiling, confirmation that nothing has melted or gone awry. It's just general maintenance. Also, he sort of runs along the different broken down parts. The wood always needs work against all the elements that we go into, and he gestures at some more magical crystalline components. Those definitely need double checking. Make sure nothing's cracked or anything. And yeah.
Yes, I always found, even with magical weapons, that maintenance is... Sometimes it's not about whether the weapon needs it or not. Sometimes it's about connecting with your weapon. Not in a magical sort of way, but getting to know it on a more profound level. Making it a part of yourself.
And that's something Alexander advocates for.
What
naming
weapon
the weapon
do you
too.
advocate for?
No, I agree. I definitely agree. I'm just not at the same level. I've been sort of tossing around some ideas for naming this, but I don't think it matters too much now. No.
Why not?
He opens his mouth to say something a couple of times in the span of a couple of seconds, and then he immediately deflates. He looks up at you, finally turning away from his gun and the broken down components of it. He looks at you, and he sees past you as obviously Mare guns on all of them. It's okay, guys. I should probably let everyone know anyways. Oh god. He looks at the door. Oh, Sam's gonna be pissed. I spoke with Captain Rickard, and he even brought in other seeker assistants, researchers, and even another seeker captain. And they gave me a deeper examination, and he's gripping like a screwdriver that he was obviously using for maintenance. You can see his grip on it tighten.
I reach out and I touch his hand.
When Rickard gave me my examination after the operation, I came back clean. But when they did it again just now, I wasn't clean. Something happened. Either the voidic energy that's in me somehow knew and lied, or hid away, hibernated, or he stops at that, or I'm gonna say Anushka's not here right now. Boom! She's not here. I can put her in whatever narrative I want. He looks around for Anushka. Captain Eddard said it was a foolish move for me to go to a void-corrupted zone soon after. They don't know if that's a confirming factor, but why chance it, right?
I see.
They're wondering if the voidic influence there reawoken something in me.
Did they give you anything else? Prognosis?
No, they said they don't know yet what'll happen. They doubt it'll stay idle, dormant. Now that's reawoken.
How do you feel?
Sick to my stomach.
How do you feel in terms of your physical health? Your body?
I mean, I guess I'm fine in that regard. Like, I can walk, breathe, tinker, no shakiness, no weakness, but he puts the screwdriver down and runs his hands through his hair. What's the point? If I'm just gonna relapse anyways, then
Do you
Well,
know
just-
that for sure? That you will?
I mean, what other conclusion is there, right? Like,
Let-
if secret captains can't find out what's wrong with me, then I might as well just start walking back to the crate on my own two legs. Or worse.
Delvet,
He does,
I don't know if you were around, or if Alessander was around for that matter, when I told the river company about what happened to my grandfather.
he shakes his head. Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm sorry if
I will
whatever
tell you two
happened.
things right now. It's alright, it's in the past, and life has a way of teaching you, and lessons are often painful.
This isn't pain.
Seek it.
This is
Listen. If
Yes.
your argument is if seeker captains cannot give you a prognosis, what's the point? You might as well walk back to the cradle, yes?
Yeah. He looks
So
off
should
my
I
ways with
just
that.
dump Isadora in the cradle as well? Because they don't know what's wrong with her.
But we do, though. Don't we?
Yes, but my point exactly, Delvet. Just because they don't know doesn't mean that there isn't somebody out there who does.
Ooh. Make me a...
That's a
Make
very good
me-
fucking argument, honestly.
That's a very good argument. I will say that affects the DC, but nonetheless, make me a persuasion check as use advantage and use either your use your wisdom and your charisma, both of them.
Both of them, they are the same mod, so just add a
So
plus
just
2
dump-
to this.
Yeah, and you get advantage. Very good. Hey, psst, also take some guidance. Oh wait, no, that's what it is. That too is okay. So it's 26. He's quiet for a few minutes. Do you really think there is?
The world is very big, and there are far more things in it than I know about.
You know, there
Yes.
wasn't ever anyone that could fix me when I was at the cradle.
I have an idea. It's a wild card, but it's an idea. You know the origins of dragons?
No,
They're of the void.
they are?
The mother and father of dragons are still in there.
He looks you up and down. So, are you from the void?
Void? No, I am not. Shimandrax is celestial, I suppose, in a way, much closer to the void than a lot of other dragons. I will try to ask. I cannot guarantee you any answers, I'm afraid, though. And this brings me to the second thing I wanted to tell you about. What happened to my grandfather was a curse. Because of a shit, what's the common word? Mummy. An Almari Mafum.
I think I heard about those.
Indeed.
Once.
It's a cruel curse for someone like myself and like my grandfather. It sapped all things that he took pleasure from away from him. He could no longer enjoy the sound of music, taste the deliciousness of food, feel joy in the company of other people. It destroyed little by little everything that he truly cared for. It made him sick. It ate away at him like a cancer until it took his life. Do you know what he told me?
What did he tell you?
He told me that Never lose your joy, Sajal. Protect it. Protect it in other people.
You can see a small smile finally break through on Delvet's expression. Sort of like a side smile. I definitely can see that with how you handle Miss Isadora.
Well, I try.
Some revelation strikes Delvet as the two of you are enjoying this conversation, and his like happy expression goes very focused all of a sudden. He doesn't look sad, at least not as much. Zajar,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. I think
Anytime.
he takes a deep stream of, I don't know if I feel better, but I think I have an idea of what lies next for me. And
No, feeling better is often a long process with a lot of backpedaling involved. Don't rush it.
no, I'm not. It's just, how do I say this? Maybe my answer is out there. Maybe I'll die trying to find it.
Or,
Maybe-
better yet...
Huh?
You know, Tolis has a mind for this kind of thing, that I don't. Ask her for help.
I can't do that.
Why not?
He like
She's
stops
one of
talking.
us. You are one of us.
She was there when I left, and Rickard told her what the prognosis was. And I can't break her heart a second time, Sajar. I can't do that. I really can't.
I see. I understand.
Maybe I'll get better. Maybe. Maybe something God's willing happens. But right now, I know no matter what happens, I'm gonna keep trying to go forward, and I'm gonna try to keep up with you guys. For you and your love. For all of you. I owe you that.
Do it for yourself first and foremost, Elwood.
This is for me.
Good.
If what little time I have walking around on the earth, I might make it a good impact.
In a morbid sort of way, we could all die tomorrow, so what's the difference?
He gets this like very forlorn but and mirthless smirk. You sound like Marshall Neal.
Yes. Sometimes you just gotta live for the little things and the small moments you do have.
Romedy 100. DC is 20. Gods be with you.
Don't have a mega inspiration.
No!
No! That's fine. C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
It's a hard thing to ask, even a 1 in 5 at times. Delvid resumes. He picks back up the scrimmer and resumes his weapon maintenance with definitely a bit more vigor and focus now. You don't know if he's hopeful still, better, short or long, but he definitely isn't lost to despair, which I think is still good. You haven't brought him from
Yes.
a -1 to a +1, but you've definitely brought him from -1 to 0.
As
That's
long
good.
as he's been given a staircase, that's great.
I will say Rickard, out of game, Rickard is looking for more information, more cures, or operation, or anything. I will be rolling for him, but he has a hard DC against him, and I don't mean hard like, oh, it's like a 25. No, it's even harder than that. He's definitely going to need assistance, but he has people to back him up. So, in the meantime, or rather not in the meantime, to Oyana and